the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. And it's George in at the 3 spot. And for Albuquerque, they've got Embiid. Julius Randle is out there with Elton Brand. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Caruso in at the 2 spot. Now here is George. Back to Halliburton. Turner with a screen on Morant. Halliburton for 3. Rebounded by Brand.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Embiid with the screen on Turner. Brand. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. George passes to Halliburton. Back to George. Indiana moving the ball around. Puts up a deep 3. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
And this offense relies on George's range to space the floor, and he is one of the best at it.
Beyond the arc. Caruso, no good. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Halliburton outside. Here's Turner. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Out to Brand. Embiid with a screen on Halliburton. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
A great scorer. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
Here's Randle, and Randle throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randle to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's George. Rebound by Albuquerque.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Now, here is Halliburton. And Turner kicks to Halliburton. Up top, Nembhard. Defended by Caruso. Shot clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Turner. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And so here's Albuquerque. Morant outside. Here's Brand. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And fantastic work from Brand. You see how polished and comfortable he is inside.
Outside, George. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Indiana again missing. Brand left side. Back to Caruso. Shoots over Nembhard. And again, it's Albuquerque.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Some changes for Albuquerque. Jokic comes in for Embiid, and Marcus Smart is subbed in for Ja Morant. The Pacers also changing it up. Toppin, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Tapping a screen on Randall. And it's George missing. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Albuquerque. 4-point game. Pass to Caruso. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. Jokic against Toppin. Takes it off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Caruso against Mathurin. Jokic sets the screen for Caruso. Drills the three-pointer. Caruso's got 7 points. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Albuquerque out in front. They lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
And so in the game for the Pacers, T.J. McConnell is out there with Shepherd. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Toppin in at the power forward.
What a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Now, here's Toppin. Outside Mathurin. And Toppin throws it down.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Pass to Randall. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
Baseline try. Siakam misses. Albuquerque leading by 3. Randall down low. Toppin's there. And Randall throws it down.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Here's Siakam. Jokic grabs the miss. Siakam's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Smart goes in. Mathurin against Randall. Randall is doubled. Pass to Caruso. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Buries the long-range jumper. And now an 8-point Albuquerque lead.
They need that floor spacing ability from Horford. It's big for them when he's knocking down triples.
And it's sent back by Horford. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Green, he's checked in for Randall. And Wagner's subbed in for Alex Caruso. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Toppin. Paul George comes in for Benedict Mathurin. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Shepard. And Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Now, here's Siakam. Such a wide open look. Siakam's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
Outside, Horford. Horford double team. And George hits the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. The Pacers making a change here. Toppin's checked in. Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
No chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
Indiana trails by 7. Pass to Nembhard. Now Toppin. No good from outside. Green deciding where to go with it. Jokic inside. Guarded by Jackson. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
Halliburton outside. Pass to George. Here's Toppin. Halliburton passes to Nembhard. Just 4 to shoot. It's up a 3. No good on that one. Albuquerque leading by 9. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Wagner kicks to Horford. Jokic against Jackson. And the foul on Obi Toppin. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Pacers. Turner comes in for Isaiah Jackson. And it's Pascal Siakam in for Toppin. And here's Green outside. It's hauled in by Tyrese Halliburton. It's Nembhard on the wing. Horford against Halliburton. Fires from deep. Indiana again missing. And Wagner's got the ball here for Albuquerque. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Jokic inside, defended by George. 30 seconds left to play here in the half. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. And here is Siakam, guarded by Horford. They need this one. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And wiry strong. Siakam just snakes inside and makes a nice play off the contact.
They throw good. Siakam. Smart against Halliburton. Green inside the three-point line. Gets an open look and hits. And Albuquerque leads by 8. And so it's Albuquerque in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring up the shot.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
They've got Wagner, Brand out there with Joel Embiid, and it's Green, and it's Smart in at the point guard position. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
I love seeing George be so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence and accomplish score.
And the shot is good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Bounce pass, Halliburton. To the paint. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Solid play there from PG, absorbing the contact, but staying with that shot for the and one.
And Albuquerque making a change here. Caruso's checked in. Now Smart. Scoreless thus far.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Albuquerque shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And the first one drops. Julius Randle's checked in for Albuquerque. Ja Morant comes in for Marcus Smart.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside, George. Halliburton against Morant. There's the three. That's in, and the Albuquerque lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Halliburton.
High IQ play by Halliburton, breaking down the defense with a pick and creating for himself.
Halliburton's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. There's Morant. Over in the corner, Randle. The second chance effort. Oh, muscling it home, Embiid.
The reach of Embiid with his size and wingspan, he's a real threat on the offensive glass.
Outside, George. Halliburton passes to George. Indiana moving it around. Here's Nembhard. And Embiid with the block.
The timing on the rejection, Embiid's feel for when to go after blocks is ridiculous. If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Now, here's Siakam. He's got 8. Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. This one for 3. And Indiana, another 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And Morant throws it down.
This is what Morant does so well. No one can stay in front of him.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Halliburton outside. Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. Pass to George. 6 to shoot. And that one, good. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there. Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Siakam for 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Oh, my goodness, man. And that's the thing about a superstar like Embiid. He does have a score-first mentality, but he trusts his teammates. He knows when to make the right pass.
Indiana trails by 9. With the league's 65-game rule, Joel Embiid might have trouble making another All-NBA team.
Yeah, he's only reached that 65-game mark twice in his career. But he's still a lock to make the Hall of Fame, Kevin, because of how dominant he is when he plays. And look, he's already got an MVP.
Albuquerque shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That one is off. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana. Good on the second free throw. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Some changes for Albuquerque. Walton's checked in for Embiid. Green comes in for Brand. And Wagner subbed in for Julius Randle. 1:22 left in the third quarter. Halliburton, that's good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Caruso. They kick it out to Green. Morant outside. Green, the screen. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Green. Morant's got the lead up to 10 now for Albuquerque. Siakam outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And so Morant will bring it up for Albuquerque. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Back to Caruso. Green with a screen on Halliburton. Caruso, the pass to Green. Now here's Morant. Screen by Walton. Here's Caruso. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He'll be around the rim. Defense has always got to know his whereabouts.
20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Wagner against George. And he makes good on the layup. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
And we know George can score from all three levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Green kicks to Caruso. He got it up. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Indiana trails by 12, and so in the game for the Pacers. George is out there with Obi Toppin. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. It's T.J. McConnell, and it's Jackson in at the 5 down low.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And the Pacers with possession here. Pass to George. Rebound by Albuquerque. Morant drives in. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Goes back up. Good as the jump shot falls.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Pass to Jackson. Over Walton. Jackson misses.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to see. All the officials are all over that one.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Albuquerque.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful, penetrating, and getting offensive production.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
Smith checked in for Albuquerque. The Pacers also changing it up. Turner comes in for Toppin. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for T.J. McConnell. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. A big group substitution here for Albuquerque. Jokic, he's checked in for Walton. John Collins comes in for Green. Julius Randle's checked in for Wagner. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Morant. Albuquerque leading by 16. Smith finds Jokic. And it's sent back by Turner. Pass to Nembhard. And here's Jackson. Nembhard with it. It's stolen by Randle. It's 2-on-1. Floats it up for Jokic. George with the steal. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Mathurin for three. The shot's good on the assist by George. Mathurin's got himself on the board with three there.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Smart passes to Jokic. Here's Collins. Second chance shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A big you can't really send to the line too much. Jokic, an effective free throw shooter.
Siakam is checked in for Indiana. Halliburton comes in for Benedict Mathurin.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
George dishes to Turner. And a wide open look for Siakam. Off target from outside. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Albuquerque. Here's Smith. And Smith with the stop.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, that man is going for the jugular.
George against Randall. Inside, here's Siakam. Collins with some nice D. Albuquerque leading by 17. Randall down low, defended by George. Hits the three-point bomb. Collins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Collins against Siakam. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And right there, you see the impact of Siakam's length. So tough to defend once he gets to his spots.
Siakam hits them both. And Albuquerque with the possession. They're on a 13-5 run here. Randall gets to Smart. Collins setting the pick for Smart. Off target with his three. Indiana trails by 18. Siakam passes to Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Oh, dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. Smart dishes to Randall. Collins a screen on Halliburton. Smart passes to Collins. And so it's Indiana with it. Halliburton outside. Pass to Siakam. Out of bounds. It'll be Albuquerque's ball. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. There's 57 seconds left in the game. Smart kicks to Collins. Driving to the basket. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down hard.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
The opposition had no answer for them. The way they attacked them relentlessly was so impressive, man. That was a good win.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Mathurin. Neesmith with the ball. He's defended by Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McConnell. Rebound by Albuquerque. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Collins from outside. Out to Smith. Launches a three. That shot misses. Poked loose. And so Albuquerque takes the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.